I think it had some pretty good designs for everything. The DS being made specifically for the DS is kind of... it makes it kind of look weird for some things, like the dragons kind of look like you can see the pieces of the dragon. Yeah. So it's like...
I think it just comes down to the resolution. I think if you buffed up the resolution and it wasn't pinned down to one DS cart, it would be a hell of a lot better looking from a design standpoint with Toriyama, of course, but because of that resolution, it's...
Do you think it'd be better looking on the PSP? Or just about the same?
All that boils down to is how much they were willing to pay for the production, so I don't...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen some really great looking PSP games. I've seen some really horrible looking PSP games.
I think the game would look a lot better if they just stuck with the sprites or went back to sprites.
Oh yeah, because some of them are actually in 3D. Some of them are fucking 2D. I noticed this.
Yeah.
Why? It's weird.
I think cell shading the characters would have helped a lot.
Yeah, no, come on, level 5. That's what you did with 8.
Yeah.
So, 8 and 11, and then fucking 7 on 3DS looks really good.
Yeah. It does. That was a big jump for us too when we got to that one. We didn't have to suffer through the PS1
but yeah,
version,
like a cleaned up sprite type thing for 9 I feel like would be really good. I'm kind of going back to the sprite since they were kind of doing callbacks anyway.
Yeah.
They could do they could do like higher quality sprites instead of just going back to the little tiny things. But
well, it's possible too because they went back and did 7 and 8, so
yeah,
why not 9? That's it's next chronologically. So
I like the captain of the ship. What was his name? Max. I liked his design because it was just basically a fat pirate.
Yeah,
and then all the Celestians, obviously, or whatever they're called, all of them had angel wings. I thought that looked cool. I like those. Aquila and the main hero. Mm-hmm. Stella's a fucking butterfly, so
she's a pixie.
Pixie.
Or a fairy, whichever you prefer.
You're a damn fairy. What I've noticed with at least the monster list is they brought back quite a few ones I haven't seen in a while.
Like what?
I can't remember now, but there was... I just remember a lot of them that I hadn't seen in a while. I'm like, oh, I ain't seen Baramos or the little pig with the ring that looks like a piercing since like 2 or 3. And it seems like what they're doing is changing some of them in and out. Oh, well, 9 may have some of these, but 11 may have some of these. Sometimes they just pick and choose. All right, what's going to be in this one? We won't do, the muddy hands in this one, but we'll do it in this one.
Mm-hmm. I do like that.
But I did notice some of the older ones that I hadn't seen in a long time in the series show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they can recycle some of the older enemies, bring in some new ones. There's a lot of new ones for this game.
There is.
And then the fucking owl mage dude.
I liked his design. I like the other two's design too. But they did reuse them.
The dragons are cool, but again, you can see their pieces, so it looks
pieces.
That's like the worst part of like DS designs. When you have those like games, like Final Fantasy IV had that shit too when they did the remake for that, and it's like it could look better, but they decided to do that.
Skip 6.
I don't know. I don't know why they chose to go that route. I don't know.
Well, it definitely could have looked better, but enemy design was fine. I did like the boss designs. Environments were okay, I guess. Nothing really stood out as far as the towns go.
No, it was quite lackluster, frankly.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of it was neutral.
Yeah.
Middle ground. Not negative, but not positive.
A lot of effort. It's kind of go by the book, and we're not gonna do anything quite unique with this one. It's just
they went real kind of classic RPG with it. They just didn't. I think they did that because I think some of their multiplayer stuff has like procedurally generated areas. So that might be why. So they have like the the kind of bland areas that they could just like create like a fuckload of things for multiplayer aspects. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, if they're gonna have that much content, it's gonna overlap.
Yeah,
that's fine. It's understandable.
I think the multiplayer aspect, while maybe is best part to some people, is also what really hurts the game in like every way.
Hindsight, yeah, because we couldn't really experience it in a natural way.
Yeah, it's unfortunately dated at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole just the gameplay, exclusive maps, fucking design choices for the environments. Nothing can stand out because it's got to be able to be made into a random created area, and then just the story is just there because they're like, kind of. If they put all of their effort into making like every other aspect of the game, then it's like, what are we gonna make for the story? Yeah, which it kind of feels like, because they didn't have to make any main characters for the games. They didn't have to create like any real story for it. It's more like, hey, there's
no character development at all. It's left on the goddamn floor.
Yeah, like there's no character development because there's no characters that you spend time with other than like Stella, but fuck Stella. So I mean, there's I don't know. It's just really
underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming. I mean, it's nice after 7, having played 7 for 100 hours, and being able to beat this in like 40.
So they gave us what we wanted, I guess.
Yeah, they're like, all right, here's a fucking much shorter game.
We'll cut it in half, and then we'll see how you guys like it.
Yeah.
I like it way more.
Clearly.
I mean, I don't like it way more, but...
You should.
Well, I mean, there's certain aspects to both. Like, if this game... At least 7 had a bunch of areas that were unique that you could go to.
That's
in
true.
this game, there's nothing.
Fair.
It's like, it's barren, really, is what it is, because it's like, it's so empty.
Well, 7 had too much story.
Yeah, 7 had too much, and this 7 would have been the better game.
Story
it's irrelevant to the main story.
Shit.
Yeah, I feel like 7 would have been better for like a multiplayer type thing, you know, like, hey, let's go explore this area, let's go do this area, let's go do this mini story over in this place, you know, build up to like, you know, a big boss fight. That would be the better.
I think it does have DLC.
If they if you combined 7 and 9
tablets,
I feel like you would create the perfect vision of what 9 was meant to be.
Yeah, I get that.
Music.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, you know, Dragon Quest.